lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. It's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Gun. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Single slot. Check 4. We're going to 54. Right in. Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 40's the Mike. Squeeze. Hey, kill. No.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Go. Get out there. I got you.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From the 24, Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
A big pickup of 38.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Mike 54. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. Gun. Get him. Get him. Then we're going to 53. Here we go. 47. 26.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Go. Get out there. Hatch it. Check safety. Whip. Here we go, going to 54, line in. Here we go, going to 54, line in. 26.
Prescott from the gun. That's complete to Cobb. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Kill. We're going to 53. Safety's creeping.
No score after one on EA Sports. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
You got block me. Five. I got. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Gun. Let's go. We got this.
Cousins to throw it this time. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Well, that was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Hey, no, easy. Hey, Charlie. Watch 55. You got double up.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use momentum to launch another one.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Cousins, and he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but now it's 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. A toss to Cook. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Bailey's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. First down, Prescott. Being chased out left. Letting one fly deep for... It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play here for Dallas. And even 60 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Check 31. Check. We're going to 52.
This is Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Going to 53. Check, check. 40's mine. 40's a mine. 40's a mine. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Kill. Watch the shit. Hey. Go. Get out there. Get out there. 26.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Let's get it. Pittsburgh. Let's go. Shoot. We're going to 54. 1 8. Shoot. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch the mic right here. We go Mike Ford. We're going to 54. 1 8. Come on, QB. Come on. Switch.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Go. Check. There we go. Kill. Check. Switch it. Hey.
They'll run forward with Pollard and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the 1st half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway.
Come on now, let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Prescott. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Sponge. No. Check. Here we go, 46. Switch it, hey. Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott now from the 50. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check 52. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, 47.
Now Prescott. Completes it to Austin. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And an alley to run.
similar to golf. You never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Throwing, Cousins, looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Cousins gives way to Cook. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get this. Here we go, 46. Mike 4. We're going to 54. Why is?
Looking to throw. Prescott escaping the pressure right. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Tight guard, tight guard, tight guard. Gun.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Elliott. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Rush in. Hey, kill. 27, 26.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They start the drive with Cook. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Throwing is Cousins. His throw incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, shoot. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Show it up, show it up. 300. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, kill. Gun. 40's a mic. Hey, defense. Switch it, hey. 40, Mike, 40.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Hey, 47.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Mike 47. Mike 54. Get ready. Under. Mike's 54. Here we go. 26.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. And down to the 16-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll have a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. The 16-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that.
Cousins to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, Mike 7. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Zebra. Gun. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. What's the run? They're running. Hey, orbit. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Robert Quinn in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Gun.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And he's able to find Diggs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Shoot. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Check 26. Check 26. Check. Hey, can. Mike 55. Gun.
Cousins. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Gun. Hey, echo. You. Mike 55. Stop your whining.
He's back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. Third and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, exit. 54, right there, 54, Mike. Here we go. Hey, one set. Check, Mike, 54. First. 54. Watch the run.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And he finds Cook. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Check 9. Mike 55, Mike 50. Hey, Delta. All day.
Here's Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Gun. 55, Mike, 55. There we go. Yellow. Get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, no, easy. Mike 5-4.
Back to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal.
He's not going to get me. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, Haywood. Check curls. Check. Fresno.
Back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion.
Gun. Check. Motion out of the backfield. Wide. 54 is Mike. 54. Bravo. Watch 54. Watch 54. Silver. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. No chance.
They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. And no doubt they had to go for 2 to tie the game. Now they need a miracle on the onside kick.
They gave you their best shot. Can they pull it off here and maybe get one of those onside kicks that bounces perfectly, and they can grab it and run it all the way to the other end zone? That's what they're down to at this point.
So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well.